Panzerkampfwagen III, commonly known as the Panzer III, was a medium tank developed in the 1930s by Germany and was used extensively in World War II. The official German ordnance designation was Sd.Kfz 141. It was intended to fight other armored fighting vehicles and serve alongside and support the similar Panzer IV, which was originally designed for infantry support. Initially, the Panzer III had the same 3.7 cm gun as the infantry used in an anti-tank role, but later models were given the 5 cm kilowatt K38 gun. This was the largest gun that could be fitted within the physical limitations of the turret ring, but it turned out to be ineffective against Soviet T-34 and Kv-1 tanks. The Panzer IV, which had a larger turret ring, was redesigned to mount the long-barreled 7.5 cm kilowatt K40 gun and became the main German tank instead. Produced from 1942 onwards, the last version of the Panzer III, Panzer III N, mounted the short-barreled 7.5 cm kilowatt K37L24, which was used on the first Panzer IVs, meaning the Panzer III and the Panzer IV had effectively swapped roles. Production of the Panzer III ceased in 1943, but the Sd.Kfz assault gun, which was based on the Panzer III chassis, remained in production until the end of the war. About 18,000 vehicles based on the Panzer III chassis were produced between all variants, by far the most of any German AFV design in World War II, and accounting for over a quarter of all tanks and assault guns produced by Nazi Germany.
In the 1930s, various German tank development projects were underway. According to two of their most prominent advocates, General Major Oswald Lutz and his Chief of Staff, Oberstleutnant Heinz Guderian, the future panzer divisions would rely on two primary tank types, one designed to engage enemy armor and another to serve as a support tank. The former role was assigned to the Panzer III series. The Panzer III was a relatively modern design for its time, featuring several innovative elements. Notably, it had a 5-man crew, a well-rounded main gun, and a solid overall design. However, its armor was considered quite thin when it was first introduced into service. Initially produced in limited numbers, its production ramped up steadily by the time World War II broke out. From 1940 to nearly 1943, the Panzer III played a significant role in German armored forces. Eventually, as advancements in enemy armor rendered it less effective, the Panzer III was phased out as a frontline tank. Despite this, its chassis found new life in the heavily utilized Stu-G3 assault gun series, demonstrating the adaptability of its original design. The Panzer III Osv.M was essentially a copy of the previous Osv.L model, with some modifications made to the rear part of the engine compartment. Only 250 units of the Panzer III Osv.M were ever produced. It was the last Panzer III tank that was armed with the 5 cm gun. The Panzer III series was a relatively modern tank design that emerged from Germany. It combined a good balance of armor, mobility, firepower, and, most importantly, a 5-man crew. However, its initial design was plagued by issues related to armor thickness, suspension, and various other details, primarily due to inexperience among German engineers and army officials in tank design. As the war progressed, the Panzer III was continuously improved to meet the demands of the front lines.
Until the mid-1930s, German military vehicle manufacturers could source their power plants from a variety of engine makers. By October 1935, the design and manufacture of almost all tank and half-track engines was concentrated in one company, Maybach AG, located in Friedrichshafen on Lake Constance, Germany. Friedrichshafen was also home to the ZF factory, which made gearboxes for Panzer III, IV, and Panther tanks. Both Maybach and ZF were originally subsidiaries of Luftschiffbau Zeppelin GmbH, which also had a factory in the town. A hand-cranked inertia starter was fitted to the V12HL120TRM engines to supplement the Bosch 24V electric starter motor powered by two 12V batteries in cold weather. Most models were also fitted with a belt-driven Bosch generator for charging the two 12-volt batteries for the 24-volt electric starter motor, and for 12-volt lighting, etc.